Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today we're headed to Seattle, Washington. We're going to look at 4 beautiful luxury homes. Stay tuned. Okay, welcome to another edition of Fantasy Dream Homes, and today we're headed to the Great Northwest, of the United States, and we're going to zoom in here on the city of Seattle. We're going to be working, a lot of these homes are not actually in Seattle proper, but they're in the Seattle greater metropolitan area. And we're going to just zoom in here just so you can get a better idea. So that dark blue stuff, that's all the Puget Sound. And just to give you an idea about the Puget Sound, I'm going to defer to Wikipedia. Puget Sound is a sound of the Pacific Northwest, an inlet of the Pacific Ocean. And what is a sound? You know, right away, what is a sound? And here's a nice little picture. In geography, a sound is a smaller body of water, typically connected to larger, I think they mean a larger sea or ocean. So it says there's little consistency in the use of sound in English language place names. It can refer to an inlet, deeper than a bight, and wider than a fjord. And I may not even be saying that correctly, a bight, okay? In geography, a bight is a concave bend or curvature in the coastline, river, or other geographical feature. So this is something you see in a lot of country coastlines, I know, in England, well, in the Northwest. And then you have a fjord, which is not as wide as a sound. So now you know. The Pacific Northwest in the Seattle area, it's the Puget Sound, okay? One of the things that people always talk about in Seattle is the rain, okay? And this article says, break down why Seattle is not actually the rainiest city. I did a little research, and Seattle and Portland, which really get a bad reputation for rain, they're not even close to the rainiest cities in the United States, let alone London, which also gets a bad reputation for it. So here's the stats I ran, and this is just some of the cities. A lot of the southern cities get considerably more. But so in Seattle, you get precipitation about 37.5 inches per year, or 953 millimeters. Portland's at 36, or 914 millimeters. London's at 24 inches, or 610 millimeters. Now, I will tell you this. If you're in London and you like London, you've been living there all your life, and I've said this before in other videos, you should really consider a look. If you really want to live in the United States, consider Seattle or Portland, because the weather is going to be very similar to what you're used to in London. So it's not that Seattle and Portland get that much rain, but what they do get is what we call overcast, or mostly cloudy weather. Seattle gets 226 days of mostly cloudy weather. London gets 262, and Portland gets 296. Now, where did I get my data? The problem is a lot of these sources disagree with each other, so I just kind of averaged these out. But here's the kicker. That means that all 3 of these cities have more days in the year of very cloudy, mostly cloudy weather, overcast weather, than they do of having any sunshine. So that's why they get the reputation of being these rainy cities. It's not that they get so much rain, but they get a heck of a lot of overcast. And having lived in the Northwest, because I went out to school in Oregon, that is something that takes some serious getting used to if you're normally used to getting well over half a year you're in sunshine. It takes some serious getting used to that climate. Okay, so let's get on to tourism information. I'm going to recommend that you visit Seattle.org. It's going to be in the show notes just as always. We're using Zillow as our real estate site, like we've been doing a lot lately for the last couple months. Our first house, we're going to get started right away here, folks, is located in Seattle, Washington. It's one of those floating houses that sits right on the water. I think that's awesome. Wait till you see some of these pictures. Man, that's like I'm there. I'm just 6,249,999 short of moving there. So anyway, it's 6.25 million. It's 3 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, over 2,900 square feet, built in the year 2007. They don't really list land, I guess, because it's over water, so there's no square footage or square acreage or anything for that. So let's take a virtual tour of this amazing first fantasy dream home. Okay, so our next home is located in Sammamish, Washington. I hope I'm saying that correctly. You can tell me in the comments if I'm butchering the name. It is going for 7.5 million. It's 3 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, over 5,000 square feet. It's sitting on 0.30 acres of land. It was built in the year 1991. Let's take a virtual tour. Our next home is going for $10.7 million. It's 5 bedrooms, 8 bathrooms, 7,290 square feet. It is sitting on 0.65 acres of land, built in the year 2022. Let's take a virtual tour. And our final home is going for $26 million. It's 6 bedrooms, 7 bathrooms, 11,104 square feet. It's sitting on a little over an acre of land. It was built in the year 2007. Let's take a virtual tour, shall we? Okay, so that about wraps up another edition of Fantasy Dream Homes. We hope you like that this beautiful Seattle area and the beautiful homes. Leave us a comment and let us know what homes you like, which homes you didn't like. Tell us why you feel that way. And, you know, if you're in London, you think you'd like to move to Seattle? It's beautiful. I can tell you, I've been there many times. Very beautiful city. It's got a lot going for it. But in the meantime, we want you to stay safe out there. We hope you join us on the next show. Take care, everybody, and keep smiling. Bye-bye.